Oh, yes, and it's time for Hockey Survival Kits from Canadian Tire. Doug Wicks joins us from the Canadian Tire in Orleans. Doug, how are you?
Great. Yeah.
Good to have you here.
Thank you very much.
We've got, look, a wooden stick, first of all. That's the first thing we noticed today.
You bet.
That's awesome. There's still some out there.
Yes, there
the
is.
old Sherwood PMP, my friend. Yeah. We've got Hockey Survival Kits for adults and for the kids, right?
Yep.
So this, the Hockey Survival Kit for kids includes all the gear.
Yep.
All right. So skates, everything included?
Well, in this, we've got first of all, you need skates. Play hockey.
Yep.
Got to be on the ice.
Right.
Shin pads, neck protector.
Right. You have to have that if you're in minor hockey, right?
Minor hockey.
Yep.
Mandatory. Pants, helmet with a cage. All helmets have to have a cage for minor hockey.
Yes.
Shoulder pads, gloves, elbow pads, and a few other small necessities.
You can throw in. What's the idea behind a Hockey Survival Kit for the kids, first of all?
Well, that way you make sure that they're safe.
Yeah.
That they have everything that they need to make sure that they don't run into any problems during the season.
Right.
That they're well protected. We always hear concussions and everything.
Yes.
So we talk about the proper gear for that.
Yes, which brings us to the idea that you guys only sell CSA approved and all that sort of thing. There's no way you can find anything else in Canadian Tire.
No.
Right? You got lots of help there. I know I'm in Canadian Tire all the time, and I got I was looking at some skates the other day, and immediately someone came over, and there's lots of help there.
Lots of help. Main thing about equipment has to be the right equipment for your kid.
Yeah.
It has to be sized properly.
Right.
Got to make sure that it fits properly so that there is no chance of injury.
Well, and I know when I was growing up, and kids grow out of their gear so quick and all that sort of thing, and it's expensive. I understand that, but you cannot put your kids in bigger gear hoping they'll grow into it next year or whatever.
Very common mistake.
Yeah.
Especially in hockey skates. Skates are expensive. People buy them 2 sizes too big, want them to grow into that.
It doesn't work.
Doesn't work at all.
No, you're putting your kid.
Performance. It affects everything that they do.
It could be dangerous.
Not comfortable on the ice at all.
No, especially when it comes to the skates,
Even with a hockey stick, a lot of people make the misconception of getting an adult stick for a junior player and then cut it down in size. Well, it's not just that. The shaft size is different on a junior
blade
stick.
Size is different.
Blade size is different as well.
The lie of the stick is different.
Completely.
Right? So the safety equipment is first and foremost. Plus, I know at Canadian Tire, I often go in there to get the extras, like I bought a pair of hockey socks in there the other day. You can get buckets of pucks.
Yep.
I have one of these at home just in case.
Yeah.
You never have too many pucks.
Never have too many pucks.
All the tape. And look, a mouth guard.
Yep.
Yeah.
Even
with a cage.
Yep.
Or a visor, whatever it is you're wearing, it's very important to have that.
Many leagues, it's mandatory that they have to wear a mouth guard.
Yeah.
Some of the girls' leagues don't have to, but they don't have body contact. But
don't you think it should be mandatory?
I think it should be mandatory.
We talk about concussions and everything, and that's part of the problem, right?
Huge problem because their teeth can hit hard.
Yeah,
when
your
they
jaw can be affected by that sort of thing, so you really have to be aware of that.
Yeah, definitely.
You've got sizes, I know, for all kinds of kids, right? From kids, little kids, right up to the adults.
Canadian Tire's fitted millions of kids across Canada. Millions. We even have starter kits where they just have a box with all the kits, all the parts in it that they need. They've got the shoulder pads, the shin pads, the elbow pads, everything.
Yeah.
Jock. The whole works.
Yeah, for the first timers.
Yeah,
right?
for the first timers.
Yeah, once they get their first set of gear. How exciting is that?
No.
You must see some smiles on kids' faces.
Lots of smiles, definitely.
You've also, like I say, got all the extras. I mean, the water bottles, the carrier for the water bottles for a team and all that sort of thing. Yeah. What's, sizing is one thing and price is another. I know for a lot of parents, that's one thing they're concerned about, especially with the price of joining a league in whatever area you live in. But you guys really make it affordable. There's all kinds of good deals out there.
You can go from the lowest end stuff to the highest end stuff. They all meet standards. They're all good product. It all depends on what you want. And again, to make sure it's fitted properly.
Pretty selective as to what gear comes into Canadian Tire stores? As in terms of the safety standards and the kind of gear you want in there?
They all have to be CSA approved to come in. You notice everything. The gloves have the approval on it. The shoulder pads, everything has got the stickers on them. The helmets, the face masks are all approved. They have to be approved to come in. The neck guards have their own approval as well on them. So everything has to meet.
You don't have to worry about
safety standards. No.
Where in Orleans are you, Doug?
We're right on Innes Road.
Yeah.
Part of the mall 3910 Innes Road.
Pretty big store.
Very big store.
Yeah, I like the big Canadian Tire. It's the very best. And seriously, if you're concerned about the cost and so on, check out the flyer because every week There's deals on hockey gear and skates and so on, and sticks.
Yep, all the time.
Yeah, because we tend to go through a lot of those.
Yeah.
Listen, it's not just the kids who have to survive the hockey season. In many cases, it's the adults. So Doug will be back with a Canadian Tire hockey survival kit for the parents coming up. All right. Thanks, Doug.
Great,
We'll be right back.